Hello boys. This one's going to be in reverse order. I'm going to show some gameplay of my Boneslayer Paladin, all on Players 8. We're going to go do a pit run on Players 8, and then I will go through the build afterwards. So as you can see, this is on P8, so this is hybrid. We're doing Zeal, we've got Holy Shock, Fanaticism, and Fist of the Heavens. Okay, so I'm going to switch, get my Battle Orders up. My Mercenary, as you can see, has Infinity, and we'll get to the gear later, and let's go all the way through. Sometimes people click through the videos to get to the gameplay at the end, and that's fine. Let's just get right now. I'll go back and check that in a second. Alright. Oops. Well, there you go, boys. 4 minutes of gameplay. Let's get into the build now, eh? So, we have a level 99, alright? So, our strength is high enough to wield Boneslayer. We've got this in an Ethereal Champion Axe because of a few reasons. One, we have Fanaticism as our main aura, so attack speed is not an issue, but also on this, we have damage to undead. So, we're casting a lot of Fist of Heavens and things like that, so we do a good amount of damage to undead, right? We have excess points into dexterity to give us a reasonable amount of attack rating. I know we also have conviction, but it helps to make sure our hits are landing so we can land consistent holy bolts, which are from both of these. Doesn't do too much damage compared to fully skilled Fist of the Heavens. That's why we can pop packs with smaller mobs with this, but it does add up, okay? We're going to be landing consistent hits with Zeal. As you can see, 5 hits per Zeal, and the rest of our vitality is pretty high, with energy being bugger all. Resistances were difficult to max out. I tried doing a kit with Kira's Guardian and switching over to like main Holy Shock and this and that, but I found this to be the most consistent overall, so I'll show you what I have. Now, we have Dream. We have the synergies maxed out for this to a degree. I can show you here with 10 resist lightning and then 20 to salvation. So that's going to help us single target and also have a little bit of pulse damage, but nothing too crazy. Okay? We have Mara's. We have Principal and a russet armor. I forgot to change that to an elite base, but I thought that was a kind of cute base anyway. I've got Laying of Hands, so the Holy Bolt synergy of these two is both synergized. Same with 50% chance to cast when we're hit. Remember, we're not using a shield, so we can proc that when we're surrounded by mobs, okay? This also has 2 pally skills and a cute little 5% to max poison res, which is nice. So it's a good little plate that people don't really use too often, right? It's because compared to other stuff, it's, you know, easily looked over. Now, Ravenfrost, Thunder Gods fit here quite nicely. Strength and Vitality, max Lightning Res and Lightning Absorb is valuable because we don't have a shield, but also 5% chance to cast 7 Fisted Heavens when struck, and that is synergized as well. So it's an extra thing on top of these. By itself, it is very, very negligible, but with all of these together, it's nice extra damage that we can benefit from when we're not casting flat Fist of the Heavens, you know, when we're in the face zealing. For the boosts, these can be switched out for different things depending on where you guys get your resistances. When you're using a two-hander with a Paladin, we don't have access to the shield like on Switch, right? Spirit Shield, we can find a pally base with a good chunk of resistances, and that's so much that you don't need to find another bits of gear. So depending on what you have, you can change out these boosts. But this is perfect tri-res just to give you that clean example of what you can slot in here, okay? Now, the rest of the res charms, I've got life and all res. I've got a couple into offensive with hit recovery, a couple into attack rating with life because they get amped significantly with Fanaticism Aura, and that was enough to get me up to a reasonable level. These here are not Sunders. They just colored incorrectly when I edited them in, but they are life and resistant charms just to get us to the top to max out the resistances there. This is in fact the only Sunder we have. On Switch, we have a CTA and we have a Spirit just to buff ourselves up, and that is really the build, boys. It's quite fun. Can handle a lot. The Mercenary, we have Prayer, which is stacking regen because we've got level 1 Cleansing Aura. Okay? That's going to help mitigate incoming damage. Along with our defensibility with that, we have Dream, confusing enemies. Okay? So it's important to have all of those working together because we don't have a shield. It's a lot to look over. We have Infinity for lightning damage, and then Fortitude just on him to finish off. So let's hop into some different areas and get some gameplay. Let's go over to Inner Cloister and get rid of Bone Ash, and then we can find somewhere else to go. There we are. So, Fist of the Heavens, we're looking at 2,000 Holy Bolt, about 1,200 lightning damage. We've got Charge, so if I change the charge here, my damage is over 7,000 in the top left. With my Fist of the Heavens, 1,200, as you can see. Okay, so make sure when you cast these, you Paladin boys will probably know, but make sure that you cast that you put the hotkey on the left-hand side. So if I put this here, if I cue my Fist of the Heavens like this, I don't have my aura up. Okay, so if I want to cast that while I have something like Salvation on Switch like this, put it on your left click. Okay, so you can maintain the benefit of your aura. So let's switch back to this and continue with our Players 8 gameplay. I love Charge to finish off single mobs. It's actually really fun. And it's quite satisfying because every single time you hit a little Holy Bolt, it pops out too. A lot of the ghosts that you can kill quite easily, they unfortunately are super annoying since they drain your mana. Where's Boney Boy? Wait, where is Boney Boy? Did I miss him? Did I kill him already? I think I might have, boys. Well, let's continue down catacombs. So Fist of the Heavens, all the small mobs, and then just charge and zeal down the other main packs of everybody else. Usually an elite down here. See if we're lucky on the spawn. And we got a waypoint. I'm going to change the gameplay down to about P3. And I'm going to go over to the River of Flame.
Greetings.
Greetings. Wow. This might be Terror Zone at the moment, which is exciting. Chaos Sanctuary, TZ. Okay. Well, let's put it down to P1, since it's Terror Zone. Let's see how quickly we can do this, TZ. So damage to undead on here, damage to demons on here. Lots of extra damage, boys. That's a lot of boys. For some reason I just felt like doing more gameplay with this than chatting over it. Have the music off, just straight business, boys, you know? Some of those. We did. wrecked, mate. Nearly done. Let's finish off the infector over here. And there we have it, boys.
Not even death can save you from me.
Done. There we go, boys. Some nice gameplay to show you. All on Players 8, except Chaos Sanctuary on TZ P1 in the end. So a bit of a hybrid two-hander. Using Boneslayer, using all the synergies accessible. So Fist of the Heavens, Holy Bolt synergy. Not too bad. Not too bad, boys. Hope you enjoyed that one. See you around.